to keep this ridiculous comeback going!
One fatal mistake would end Liquid's season. A comeback requires focus, thinking on the fly, but most importantly, trusting your own guts and team. Going into the major playoffs, Liquid were the only team who made it this far that was not ranked inside of the top 10 in the world. And ahead of them they had Spirit, who has Donk, who will be the MVP of this event as long as Spirit make it to the final. And they have been looking unstoppable, as Liquid got a taste of that on the first map, where Spirit could just steamroll Liquid like it was nothing, with Spirit winning Liquid's pick 39 on a dominant T side.
Anubis is Spirit's! Liquid's pick! And they can't convert. Shanghai 1-0 Spirit.
And the same was looking to be the story on Dust 2, after Spirit again started off strong on their T side.
The corner wants to throw in the towel, they get a 30-second breather.
I probably feel like they shouldn't have entered the ring.
Was this how the season would end for Liquid, or was this Liquid's time to shine? The score is 6-12. It's not only match point, but one mistake will send Liquid home from the major. And there are these times, good teams falls, and great teams will rise to the occasion. The comeback started in round 19, after a very underwhelming Dust 2 game from Liquid, with Yekindra and Ultimate being the two players underperforming the most from what is expected of them. But there are times like now, these players will kick into a different gear, to even allow Liquid a chance in this major playoff. But it's not looking good, as Spirit has a full buy with 1 AWP and 4 rifles. Liquid has 4 Galils, low utility and a P250. For most of us, this was where the major run should end for Liquid, right? Spirit are going for 2 players long, 2 going to B and 1 in middle, a very default setup. But here Spirit uses this smoke to make sure Liquid can't count how many people will cross to B, as this gives the T's a lot of early information, while Liquid are going for 2 towards B, 1 in drop, 1 holding for any long pushes and 1 in spawn using utility. A very slow setup from Liquid, but they are trying something new, with Yekindar using this smoke in front of top middle to allow him to push down closer to top middle. And Chopper is so ready, lines his crosser up perfectly and hits Yekindar down to 50 HP. And this smoke has worked. Since Chopper focused the smoke early, he is forced to go back from the doors as Spirit has no short control. So an underground push can be dangerous for him. Well, we can see Liquid use this to be able to have 4 players taking mid control. And Spirit has left short open for the taking, as from car on long, you will have a great angle towards short, as well as short is a hard spot to hold, as if the T's smoke the doors like this and then take short. Well, it's not easy for CTs to hold, and it's so narrow, and CTs are easily forced out of short when being pressured. So Spirit has opted to not let that happen and rather hope their mid and car player can deal with this. And right now the first Guardian in Chopper has fallen, as he is already on B side, leaving this whole left to Shiro with the AWP. Liquid uses a smoke in CT, in a hope that this will firstly force the B players to stay, as the B players are about to understand that Liquid are not in B tunnels. But on Dust 2, the rotation time takes ages to do, so Liquid's second goal with this smoke is to be able to find the A players and make the retake impossible for Spirit to go for. The execute is on, with Liquid having Yekindar drop down to CT, as with the CT smoke he can isolate any CT fight, not having to deal with any B players. As well as on this jump and sound, they are able to get Shiro off his focus. And here the running Galil of JKS finds the upper. As well as Yekindar had perfect timing, allowing him to find Chopper pushing through the smoke in CT. And Liquid wins the round that would kickstart this comeback on Dust 2, but Liquid will not make it easy for them. As with the lacking in utility, well, Don can clean up some nice exit frags and ruin Liquid's economy again. And this is an issue, as Liquid were looking to keep 5 players alive. The perfect way to build a bank and force this comeback to be a reality. But this put them straight back again, meaning they once again has to make the perfect call and plays all over again.
Shiro. Ball that's crossed there away with the leg break, and Yekindar profits as well. Magic still occupies long.
The last one showed Liquid what they were able to do. But again, we are seeing Liquid on a low utility buy. And on a map like Dust 2, that can be an issue, but not always. Last round Liquid won by a better read, and amazing utility from the top mid smoke and the perfectly timed CT smoke. Well, all of that was since they did not have the guns to back up a 1v1 fight against any Spirit players. Well, in this round we are seeing some proper rifles, and on Dust 2 this can be good, as this forces Liquid to try to take some early aggression, and on the T side that is dictated by the spawns. And Liquid has a great long spawn and the perfect player in the best spawn. Spirit are going for 3 players towards A, 1 in middle and 1 on B. Again a very default setup, while Liquid are going for 1 player solo B, Twist using the same smoke in mid to try to get down bottom mid, 2 players long using flashes for the last player who will be peeking long. And this peek can break or make this comeback for Liquid, as if Liquid wins long control here, while Spirit not having any short control like last round, will be their downfall, as the last two long players will be boxed in. While if CTs can win long, there are no issue in losing short, as from long the retake is much easier. Again, early Liquid are able to win mid control, as once again Spirit leaves it open for the taking, but our focus will be on long. Here Liquid will be using these flashes to make sure Yekinder gets a 60-40 chance and not a 50-50 chance to win the duel. And we can see the deep long flashes are blinding Spirit even before they're able to peek, and this works as Spirit are not able to peek long, but they are able to Molotov long doors to force Yekinder out, and then perfectly Molotov blue container to give Yekinder nowhere to hide, and setting themselves up for an easy kill, as Yekinder can physically not even move away from here. Spirit gets ready, but they don't know about Yekinder, as they assumed Yekinder would have been pushed back. As we can see, this nade from Spirit is aimed at the doors, and here Yekinder finds not only one but both long players, as Shiro fell back to hold short, thinking his teammate had long, and these two kills triggers the take from Liquid.
Luster.
Yekinder's in a lot of trouble. Spot of bother. Magic takes the duel head on, and it's a double for Yekinder.
And here they will send Yekinder out long, while 3 players will push up on short. And here, Yekinder can get his 3rd kill, as Zero looks lost. No idea why he is looking towards middle and B, when he knows Liquid can push from long. But here he hits an amazing 180 turn to deal with the long player. But Liquid are able to just walk up on site, from short, no one can stop them. And just like that, Liquid wins another round. And in the last 2 rounds, it seemed like Liquid are the better team, as they have understood the biggest weakness of the CT side of Spirit, and that is how fast they give up short control, relying on just the AWP to hold it.
Shiro dips away, acknowledges the potential. Yekinder quicker than he's ready for, but he's missed his shots! How much closer to the screen do you need to be to take a composed one tap to the back of the head? Shiro gets to live on.
Well, the bomb will go down. Look at Naf's position.
Round 21, and we are seeing Spirit not learn from their mistake of leaving short open, and they have 2 players on B and 3 towards long on A. And Spirit has the money to lose one more round, but this massive weakness is an issue their default can't deal with that, as the goal of the default is to hold all of the main zones of the map. And on Dust 2, that is long, mid, B side and short. So it's odd that Spirit are not doing that. The only logical reason for this type of default that leaves short open is that they either want to win long early or are afraid of a B rush. While Liquid again are going for one pushing long doors to once again see the same success as last round, and again Yekinder has to spawn for this, as well as having 2 players going towards B and 2 outside of long. So Liquid wants to just do the same and hope it works as well as last time. Spirit keeps on smoking bottom mid to not show Liquid how many are crossing, but this has no value if they're just going to B and not looking middle, as then they have no clue if Liquid even cares about who goes B. And we can see Liquid are not even looking for middle for that information. Over on long, we will see Liquid smoke the corner, and it might look dumb, but this smoke is a great way of winning long for the T's, as this smoke in a weird world extend the wall, making the timing of the CTs much worse, and Spirit meets this with a smoke long doors to do the same. But since Liquid smoke is more out, Yekinder wins the timing game, and again he has to shine and here finds the first kill. But let's break down this execute.
So you aren't worried just yet.
6 rounds of Liquid, and Yekinder has once again provided an opening.
Yekinder is not fast out, he rather shift walks close to the door with a smoke out in case Spirit Molotovs him, and then he waits for the Molotov from Spirit, who think he is already out, as they will Molotov the blue container and not behind or in front of the door smoke. And on that cue, we will see Liquid flash and Yekinder go for the entry, and here we see Liquid win the man advantage again. Yekinder goes smart, and here uses this smoke to try to hit a spam on the rotating players, as most follows the wall on his left side to go to CT fast. But he will be smart not to keep staying, as in this video I made some time ago, we discussed how Spirit loved to nade the smoke for free kills. But for Spirit to all make sense, as they are losing long, they are focused to win back some map control, and here Sontex will walk into tunnels, as this kill has made Liquid send their B players down to bottom mid, and this is crucial information for Spirit. But has that information been too slow for Spirit to do anything with? And it has been too late, as Donk falls back seeing that B is clear, but not thinking about middle, which for the whole round has been open, and here JKS finds him, and Liquid are up 5v3. As well as Nuff finds Chopper trying to trade and Sontex is found, but he gets close to ruin Liquid's hopes and dreams. And just like that, Shiro, who is focusing on long, well, is forced to save, as he is way too far away from B to stop Liquid, and he has too much to worry about to even go for this.
Smoke on the doors, but they will be in ahead of that. It's JKS that delivers the head-to-head. Remove Doc, there's Naf! Onto Chopper, Sontex position. Oh! It could have been all 3!
Liquid again are using this top mid smoke, and I am loving this. I feel like I saw this in CSGO but can't remember, and the reason this is such a great piece of strat, well, it's all in how Dust2 works. As the CT side are now able to get short faster, and one smoke in the tunnel can allow a short player get a lot of information top middle without any T's contesting it, as then you either would have to peek from drop, where an AWP on the CT side is a real threat, or top middle, where again an AWP in the bottom mid doors is a real threat. But this smoke takes all of that away from the CTs, and we can see Twist and top mid use this. And on a side note, with the new boxes in spawn they made for the CTs, well, the Xbox smoke from the T side is useless, as this gives the CTs an advantage on short, not having to look or smoke or peek tunnels. And this is why this smoke in mid is now the meta. Kinda just thought about it. While Liquid then will go 3 players on B and 1 holding for any long pushes. While Spirit are going for a change, and back to the same setup we saw in round 19 with 1 player in middle, 2 on B, using this smoke to cross and then 2 towards long. 1 on car helping with utility, while the other players takes long control. Liquid will use the long smoke again, and some flashes long to make sure Spirit can't just win long for free. While they then will Molotov short to make sure Spirit can't walk out on short to get too much information. But we are seeing a disconnect from Spirit, as in mid they have 2 gears. Either use the gear called "let's not have any mid control, good luck on the site", or the second gear that Chopper is in, "let's not leave mid, no matter what". And we can see he barely gets any control before he crosses over on the left side of the door, being spotted by Twist, but instead of falling back he rather stays close to the door. And since he lacks the information about Liquid's 3 players bottom in, he will not be able to do much here. As well as his position's not that great. I watched a YouTube video that talked about positioning close to corners like this, because when you get swinged so fast it's impossible to track. And you should do what's called a 45-degree angle. Like make the swing into a 90-degree and then go in the middle of it. The swing will be slower, and you will be having a better chance of getting his kill. As his chopper is in that 90-degree angle where the peaks are super fast, Liquid are able to find him. But it is a 1-for-1 trade, and a 1-for-1 trade always favors the T side. As we can see, if Liquid opts to go B, well, they can smoke CT and take a 4v2 fight on B side. So this trade not only favors Liquid, but wins them the round on the spots. And here you want to use this lineup for the CT smoke, as this makes the smoke spread properly. Something I first saw big use for this freehand lineup when you are deep in bottom mid. But it's a whole minute left, and it's only a 4v4, and Liquid wants Spirit to start scramble. And here we see them fall back, use a flash to force Spirit to stay how they are now on B, with both being pushed out towards middle, waiting for that mid rush, as well as hoping for a rotation from the A players. Dunk starts to sniff that something is wrong, and here goes for the peek. And I'm honest, this is perfect, but only Dunk can find this kill, and he nails a Liquid player through the door, giving Spirit the man advantage. And as Liquid dropped the ball on this strat of leaving mid open and falling back, well, Liquid call of falling back was the wrong one, as they are now in a worse position, but then Spirit does this with magics for no reason, pushing up on short in the man advantage, as well as Dunk pushing, and just like that Liquid finds both kills, and can tell themselves that that was a perfect call. And again we are now seeing Liquid do what they should have done, and smoke CT again and rushes Suntix down, and Shiro is forced to save again. But Liquid knows if they want to break Spirit, well, this AWP has to go, and Liquid chases Shiro down, as they have the money and the saved AWP.
Ultimate trying to catch the spam through the doors is revolting, still finds the AWP. He's supposed to be the one vulnerable there. Instead he takes down an important scalp. Spirit 3 cracks away from eliminating Team Liquid, but they fight back. Removing Donk, removing Magics, and now it's just Suntix on that B-bomb site. Yakinda tries to trifle with him, trying to run him down. They know he's alone. Looking to trade. Oh, he can't even get one. And Shiro loses his AWP as well. Are Liquid really continuing this run?
Spirit are able to buy again, which is a testament to their amazing money management. But we are seeing that this will be their last proper buy if they can't win this round, while Liquid are now building a massive bank to take this game into overtime. But Liquid can't really worry about the economy, as if they lose, well, they will be out. Not only on Dust2, but the whole major. Spirit again are back on a setup of 3A and 2B, as again the gear of leaving mid has been activated. Dust2 T-side has a bunch of different spawn patterns, and Liquid hit this one, a clear indication that we will see a proper A rush from Liquid. And for once, I feel like Spirit will have the best setup for this and to break Liquid once and for all. Spirit starts in middle, and here it's a massive mistake as he used 2 smokes for the cross.
But it's against the guns again. Okay, you're seeing some Signs of worry there from Spirit. Just use 2 smokes for the mid to B cross.
Just a waste of one of the best pieces of utility in all of Counter-Strike, but especially on Dust 2. But the 3 players on Spirit on long will use 2 flashes and have 1 player rushing out, but this time Chopper is faster out. And Yekender's stat farming on long has come to an end, as he is fully blinded, while Chopper gets fast enough out not to be hit too much by any of the liquid flashes, as well as Spirit Molotov long doors, forcing Yekender out in the open, while the rest of Liquid has to fall back. And it all looks perfect, but a key nade misses. And this is an issue now in this round, with the double smoke misses in bottom mid, and now Chopper missing 150 damage on long from hitting this little wood plank. Chopper goes for the smoke long, and he has been spotted and heard, and Liquid wants to abuse the time it takes for Chopper to bring the gun out, but they are not ready for the second player long, and here Liquid are focused on Chopper, allowing Magix to find 1 kill, and this buys Chopper enough time to bring out his gun and find 1 more kill, before he is traded. And when the dust, pun not intended, is settled, Liquid are down to 2v3, never ideal with their backs against the wall and their season on the line. But Liquid will be able to get long control, as Spirit right now wants to just bring the game home. And we can see Shiro fall back, allowing Liquid to move up on long. Liquid goes for a smoke for the cross, but we can see that Shiro understands this might be a fake, as he is fast to run short to make sure Liquid can't abuse Spirit's mid and short issues again. But Liquid understand that long is the key for them, and when Dunk is able to push up into B tunnels, Spirit understand it has to be an A take. And look how split Spirits are, with 1 towards Gandalf, 1 deep short, and Dunk all the way in tunnels. Liquid has a chance there, but Spirit's player in Gandalf can't hold with his MP9, so he can't really contest Liquid getting sight. Liquid re-smokes the cross, and then a perfect Molotov to Gandalf to force Sontix out in the open, as well as 1 Molotov to short, forcing Shiro back and leaving Sontix alone in a limbo on short, as a free kill almost, since the SMG loses this distance fight 95% of the time. Twist finds the kill onto Sontix, but in the meantime Dunk has been able to already get to long. As we can see, Sontix was only trying to stall Liquid for his superstar to come long, and Dunk finds Naf. Only Twist left 1v2. The trade is fast, as Twist were in the spot to trade, and it's a 1v1. And here the swing from Twist onto Dunk was perfect, as this has allowed him to get back to sight and behind these boxes, and these are nightmares for AWPers to deal with. And the only gun Shiro can change to have a real chance is an SMG on Sontix, not really ideal. And Twist clutches it up, it's only 1 more round left.
40 seconds, spams away, connects onto Sontix. Twists, guarding Naflight, 9 bullets, just stands to deliver, but here comes Donk, the round the world, on long, exposed, nice shots, Twist stubborn, holding on, trying to fight back the captain, into brilliant, to keep this ridiculous comeback going!
And this video is called The Impossible Comeback for Liquid, as there was much we all could learn about how Liquid found 2 key weaknesses in Spirit's default, their long pushes and their bottom mid setup, and on this channel, when I call it impossible, it means an upset we did not expect, and it does well with YouTube and you the viewers, and usually that means Liquid pulled through and made it to the top 4 of the major, to live and fight another day. Well, this time it does not. In round 24, Spirit has a bad buy, and the comeback was just on the finish line, and Liquid, well guess, you all know it, they choked it. Let's watch the last round with the casters and a heartbreak from Liquid.
They are maneuvering towards Yekinder to test him. Just as he looks away, Yekinder tested. MP9 brings down the rifle. A first blood drawn for Spirit, and a rifle falls into enemy hands. Magix can use that. He will use that.
He's going to keep pushing. This is crazy from Magix. This could be a round-winning maneuver.
There's no way you're considering him sticking around. Never mind pushing. The whole trying to format this. This 3 backs turned on you.
Crowd surges.
Just consider it, the crowd surges and Twist reacts to it, but down he goes at the hand of Magix. Liquid.
30 seconds. There's no time. If they go in towards B, there's 3 players stacked.
They're in so much trouble, Chad.
There's no way through this. They're going to go into the stack.
Donk ready to receive. Shiro to disrupt. It's falling through their fingertips. So close, yet so far. Liquid eliminated from the major at the hands of Spirit.
And in the end, this amazing run on Dust 2 and in general from Liquid has not ended on a sour note, since Liquid should be proud of their season. They proved Twist is a capable IGL, as well as Ultimate was not only a random player Liquid picked up to save some money, but a proper building stone for a strong core in Liquid. And the rest of the players proved themselves in their respective roles. Thank you for watching, and here are 2 videos you told me you would like. Bye.